Hey, welcome back to the Dog Health Channel. Today we're going to learn all about what canine massage is and what you can look for in your dog. Hi, Laura Arsenal. Welcome to the Dog Health Channel. I'm so glad you're here today.
Lovely to be here.
So Laura is a canine massage practitioner. And I myself am very curious about what that's all about and what we can look for in our dogs and so on. So I guess I can start by saying, what is canine massage? Is it the same as for people as for dogs?
No, it's not. There is a differentiation in that mostly when you're working with people, we're looking at dogs, we're looking at deep tissue work, we're looking at specific remedies for a specific problem. With dogs, I like to take a more, shall we say, overall holistic approach in rebalancing the entire dog. Certainly I will address certain issues. The touch is much lighter than you would find with human massage.
Wow, okay. So it's not quite the same.
Not quite the same. There's a
now,
different approach.
I guess you need a special education, or is it, like, is there accreditations that you get?
Definitely there is accreditation. You would look at different schools have different philosophies. The hallmarks are if there's a strong grounding in anatomy and physiology for canines, physiological conditions and issues that may arise, looking at even canine behavior and breed-specific behavior. So there's a lot more to it.
So it's not just like all people.
Not at all.
It's all different types of dogs, different breeds,
precisely,
and so on.
Yeah.
And so how would I know if my dog needs a massage? What would have to happen?
Typically, you would find a dog being presented who's lame, who has difficulties maybe in movement, who's more not willing to go on walks, that kind of thing. So those are the first indicators.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also, you might have geriatric dogs, so you see them as they're getting older. They're getting
even myself, I find the older I get, the more help I need.
Yes, exactly.
With a whole bunch of different types of modalities.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the same for our dogs. Very good. And so, so say I find, okay, my dog's getting a little older, or she's having a hard time getting up the stairs or something like that, then I would bring my dog to see a canine. Well, I would bring her to see you, but I would, for someone else who's further away, what would I expect? What can I expect? Like I come to your house, you come to my house, then what happens?
Expect to give yourself an hour and a half at least, depending on the dog and how they respond. Also the size of the dog.
Yeah.
Then in that hour and a half time frame, you would see, first of all, a health history, background history. Is the dog a rescue dog? Is there trauma held in the tissues? Those all come into play. Then you would do a range of motion, palpation assessment. I always try and film then the dog in motion.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's very important to see them in motion because a lot of things show up only in motion, not when they're static. So a dog walking away from me on a walk, and then a trot, a dog walking towards me, so we see the front and how the fronts work. I see the rhythm of the dog as they're moving. So walk, trot, going up and down stairs. I see them as they're standing, sitting. And then I will assess that all afterwards, after you leave. Then finally there's a massage that I would do, and I will assess how they respond to touch. I will assess how they are in terms of, are there warm spots, are they twitching? All of that material that gets looked at afterwards a great deal and studied so that I can pull together a massage protocol that's individual for that particular dog's needs.
Oh, so this isn't a one-time thing?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
So there would be follow-ups then, say maybe a week or 2 weeks afterwards. I would see them for another half an hour because most dogs don't tolerate any more than a half an hour worth of that intensive kind of touch.
Oh, wow.
Then I will see if that protocol that I've designed works well for them. Followed up with maybe 2. I like to see dogs at least 3 times afterwards. And then we'll see if they need, depending on how they present and how they respond, it could be I estimate maybe, let's try 6 massages in a row.
So you would know. Massages. So when I come, today hopefully you'll give Molly an assessment later on, but so you're going to assess her in a whole bunch of different varieties, and then will you massage her today?
Yes.
Okay, so
So it would end with a massage, and depending on how much the dog can tolerate, some dogs can only at the first time, maybe 5 minutes is enough for them.
Right.
But if I can go further, I will see if they're willing to allow for that.
Yeah, I guess they're not like us. We're like, please do more.
Yeah.
They're more.
And sometimes they are. They'll love it.
Okay.
But other dogs are more depending. They might be more guarded, for example. If they're
Yeah,
not,
that's true. Then
Yeah.
I guess you have to build a trust.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a perfect stranger doing intimate things in terms of touch, right? So they have
Yeah.
to.
Okay. So
be
there's a
willing.
whole other level of intimacy that has to take place,
Absolutely.
and a different level of assessment because they don't speak
That's
to
right.
tell you what hurts.
Mhm.
And how much is a massage for a dog?
Ballpark, look at how human registered massage therapists bill for your region, and that's a similar then by the
wow.
minute.
So it's kind of the same thing.
Yes, exactly.
So a first assessment is a little more, I
Mhm.
guess, because it's
Yeah.
longer.
Look at it by the minute. So
Oh, by the minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And first assessments would be an hour and a half, you said?
and then following ones would be no more than half an
No more
hour,
than half
I'd
an
say.
hour. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. That's amazing. And so I know you're in the Niagara region, and I'm lucky enough to have you. But for other people who are watching who are farther away, what would they look for when it comes to a canine massage practitioner for their pet?
Absolutely, look at their website and get as much information as you can cull from that.
Yeah.
All the background information, their ethics, their philosophy, their approach. Was it more holistic or is it more physiotherapy
Right.
related?
Right.
See if that jives with how you would book yourself for a practitioner.
Yeah, I guess
That's how
that
you would
makes
treat your
sense.
dog
Right.
as well.
Mhm.
And then talk to them, call them up, and make sure that you get all your answers
Okay.
first,
Mhm.
and then make that decision. Yes, I want to bring my dog to you.
Okay, so be conscious and mindful of the type of person that is assessing and looking after your dog's health.
Exactly.
Okay.
Testimonials are another great thing.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. So you were telling me a little bit earlier about something that happened to an experience that you had with one of your patients.
Right.
And I want you guys to hear this. I didn't hear the whole thing because I wanted it on camera, but share with me what happened.
This was a retired service dog who had been working as a partner with this officer, now retired, working, living at their home as part of a family. And the dog was becoming increasingly more lame, couldn't get up and down, reluctant to go on walks, in obvious pain. So the dog actually came in with a sling on his hind legs to support him. He could not walk in on his own.
Aww.
So after that hour and a half, I did do a thorough massage, actually. He allowed for that. And lo and behold, the dog got up and walked out on his own.
Like that day.
After that an hour and a half session, it was an aha moment for me that I knew I could be of great service to this
And
dog.
you are.
Thank you.
And you are. And I really appreciate you spending some time with us today in helping us understand what to look for when it comes to our dogs, but also in a practitioner who's looking after our dog's health. So I really appreciate that, Laura.
Thank
So
you.
now, not everyone, as I said, is from the area. And so, but for those of us who are, how can we reach you?
The best way is to email info@fourpawswellness.com, and by all means check my website, fourpawswellness.com.
And you know what? I'll put the information in the bio of the YouTube channel so you guys can click on that as well if you wanted to. But thank you so much for joining us and letting us know all about what, canine massage practitioners do and how helpful they can be for us.
Thank you for having me.